Jesse PS covered my interview of Aaron Imholte from last year, and the reason that he did this is because I guess a lot of people have been trying to sort of tell him, hey, you should cover Aaron, he'd be a great lol cow. Jesse wanted nothing to do with it, and then I don't know if he figures it would be good for engagement or if he legitimately just thinks he would be a good lol cow. But the other day he decided to finally cover Steel Toe, and he did a 3-hour stream. And at the time I didn't realize this, but he actually covered, part of the coverage was my interview of Aaron Imholte. So Jesse actually kind of took it easy on me, but he did say some funny things. And we're going to watch that right now, and I'm going to pull that up. Hold on, let me bring the Skrizzle up. Bring up the Skrizzle, my nizzle. All right, so this is the clip that I made. I uploaded this. There's some latency, and it's on my end, so my bad. This is not Jesse's fault. I fucked up the rendering on this video, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck enough to, like, actually re-upload it. And I designed this thumbnail, so I'm pretty proud of this one. It's a little busy, but I think it looks good. So we're going to start this one. This is Jesse PS from PodAwful roasting me and Aaron Imholte.
Here's a, I don't know, this guy's name's Adam Goldberg or something. Goldenberg.
It's Adam Goldman, okay? 18K Goldman. Get it right.
And this guy is, no, he follows me on Twitter. I'm vaguely aware of him. He might even be in the Pizza Fund,
Nope.
Actually. He does a little interview show thing. This is my first time seeing it ever. I've never watched it. He's
Clip Cope. You're going to see that later. Well, maybe not, but he talked about it in his episode. So Jesse, I think he coined this term called Clip Cope. And this is when someone gets covered as like a lol cow, and then people in their chat are like, hey, what about Jesse PS? Did Jesse PS make fun of you? And they'll go, oh, I don't know. This is what he accused, basically what Aaron's doing. And they'll go like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, Jesse PS, I kind of know who he is. I don't really know who he is, and I've never seen his stuff before. Jesse was going to come on my show. I think it was like 2 years ago. And I think Jesse does legitimately forget stuff, so I don't think that Jesse really knows who I am or is aware of, like, my content. But yeah, I just thought it would be funny. It kind of seems like, oh, yeah, I don't even know Adam Goldstein. Yeah, sure, Jesse.
He's one of these bizarre people who watches them all and is a fan of them all. Okay, he likes Mersh. He likes Steel Toe. He likes Red Bar. He likes Alex Stein. He likes PodAwful. He likes all of us. We're all, so, you know.
And do you have any idea, like, how fucking embarrassing that is to tell people, to tell normies or regular people outside of these universes, hey, you better check out this show and that show. Trust me, it's not something that I'm particularly proud of.
This is a guy, and I've never said a mean thing to him before. I don't know anything about it.
You called me an adult baby diaper lover. Again, I think you were just kidding around. But so anyways, he was making some kind of a post on social media, making fun of Red Bar for wearing diapers, which who knows whether that's true or not. I still think it's a funny troll regardless. But he's one of those guys where, like, if you support Jesse, if you agree with him, he will love your comment and like it. You know what I'm talking about? That when a YouTuber hearts your comment, and when you can usually tell when they don't like a comment because they will heart almost every one of them, and then there'll be certain ones. The troll comments are the comments that maybe they're confused. So he didn't heart the comment. He didn't like the comment because he said something about diapers, and I jokingly, I was just being silly, and I said something like, hey, wearing diapers is kind of cool. Like, maybe they should stop the stigma. And then he called me an adult baby diaper lover. So technically, Jesse, you are incorrect.
This is a guy who has a broken baby monkey brain. He shouldn't be trusted around children or animals. You gotta make sure he's not eating dirt or trash at any time. You shouldn't be able to function like
eating trash. Who are you talking to, Jesse? This is creepy. Okay, so this guy, he pries into my life and he knows all this personal stuff about me. You know what, Jesse? It was just that one time, and it was an eclair, and it was on the top of the trash. Seinfeld reference.
Like this is he probably likes Patrick Melton. I don't know who else he likes. He likes them all. Everybody's good.
I don't know if I like Patrick Melton. I think Patrick Melton can be funny, but What was I going to say? Yeah, I think Patrick Melton can be funny. He lost me when he started, when he said, hey, let's get Steel Toe kicked off of YouTube. I think that's fucking gay. And I also think that it's like, if he's your lol cow, why do you want him kicked off YouTube? That never made any sense to me. But yeah, Melton is another guy who's really talented. Honestly, I would rather watch Jesse PS. I would rather watch this show than Melton.
And by the way, not in a clout chasing way either. In a, like, he's sincere. This guy is fine.
Dude, if I'm clout chasing, I'm doing a really shitty job of it. I have 1,100 subs. Have you guys seen the view counts on my videos lately? Oof.
Nothing wrong with him. It's just, you know, heavy.
Okay, nothing wrong with him. Okay, goodbye, Jesse. Thank you. Nothing wrong. You guys heard it right here. There is nothing wrong with Adam Goldstein.
Such a cool guy.
Machinery, tools. Watch out. So
okay, I'm not going to lie. That was kind of a bomb.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
I'm sorry. I'm not being fair. Let me rewind that. I just want to hear what he said because I'm like, what? Power tools? What?
Guy is fine. There's nothing wrong with him. It's just, you know, heavy machinery, tools. Watch out.
Oh, good one. Heavy machinery tools, guys, huh? Get it? Huh? Oh, God, I'm sorry. Well, whew. Heavy machinery. Okay, that's probably his one bot. This is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if he improv that or if he stayed up all night thinking of that one.
So he interviews Imholte, and I come up. I'm one of the topics he has prepared, and this interview.
Just look at the comments. They're not all about me, but some of them are fucking hilarious.
You fucking floored me. Now, Aaron can dog all the shit he wants. Aaron can say he...
Like I said, look at this fucking guy's production value. You can think whatever you want about this guy. 99% of the people that I talk about this and that I say, hey, check out this Jesse PS guy. 99% of them, this is an unfortunate freeze frame. He kind of does look a little bit like John Lennon. But he's got kind of a pear-shaped head too. It's almost like pumpkin-y. It looks like a gourd, like a summer squash. Yes, like a fucking summer squash. Anyways, I digress. So he and look at this. Speaking of unfortunate freeze frame, look at how hilarious Aaron looks. If you guys can see that, I know it's like reduced on my my layout. Aaron just don't look at me.
Never watch PodAwful. Thank you, by the way. I can't remember who sent this to me. I think 2 people sent this to me, actually. Thank you to the people who sent this to me.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to keep promoting Adam Goldstein TV, I love it. Keep sending those clips out, guys.
Because this video changes everything. Watch him try to...
Uh-oh. And I want to just say, Aaron, if this gives you like a lot more shit, if this makes stuff harder for you, like, I'm sorry, man, it wasn't mine. I had no fucking idea that I had no idea. I did this like interview thinking nobody would ever fucking watch it, other than maybe like a few Steel Toe fans. But I gotta say, the Steel Toe fans that have come over to my show, they are the best fans. They've been so cool. I like the Steel Toe people. I'd honestly, and nothing against the WATP crowd, but honestly, I feel like the Steel Toe people are more like my type of people.
Wiggle out of it after I play this.
Of it, you know, that's
yeah.
Nothing nefarious. I don't dislike Mike David. I hope he heals.
And so, of course, they're talking about Red Bar. The beginning of the show. This is actually, I watched a little bit more of this than just the part about me. And
narcissist.
He starts off this fucking 2-hour interview or whatever asking Toe about Red Bar. You know how embarrassing that would be? So you get a guy on a show and you go, hey, what about this other show? And the entire interview is Goldberg asking him about other
You notice how he doesn't want to promote me?
Shows. Because Steel Toe is just that boring. There's nothing to talk about with Steel Toe. Steel Toe is nothing. There is no concept with he's asking Steel Toe about bigger shows than Steel Toe.
By the way, the latency, the skipping that you're seeing, this is all my fault. So James Banks in the chat, Jesse is falling right into Adam's trap. Free promotion. You know what, dude? I know Jesse. Let me tell you something. This guy, He does never. This guy never backs down from a fight. I got to admit, you can think whatever you want about Jesse. This kid's got fucking alligator blood, and I think that he is one of the most underestimated fucking trolls on the internet. I'm not trying to fucking kiss his ass, because believe me, he's got some interesting choice words for me. And I'm very aware of who this guy really is, but at the same time, I really believe that at the end of the day, I think that this guy, he has the chance to go down in history as one of the greatest trolls of all time. I really do. Or at least maybe in the top 5 or the top 10. But this guy is definitely creative. If you don't know about him, he's done coverage of Alex Stein. He's done extensive coverage of Mersh, which is a little psychotic, but very funny. And he was also on the Mersh documentary, the porcelain documentary. So anyways, Aaron eats men's ass. Harry Dunn. Yeah, you know what? It's funny. It's like my audience. It's like a mix of pro-toe and anti-toe people. So if you're in the chat, do me a favor. If you guys could just tell me, either write pro-toe or anti-toe to show your toe affiliation. I know I want to turn it into like fucking Israel and Palestine and just get everybody in the chat to just kill each other.
I hope he gets better. I hope his show stays successful.
I love him. I want to eat out of his diaper.
Just not my thing anymore. That's all.
I don't know why I don't like him now that he makes fun of me all the time. Well, oh well.
I mean, he looks like shit too, so he can't be.
Oh, you're crumbelievable.
I have autism. I can't help it.
doing well.
Yeah, he doesn't look good, but I hope that changes.
So I was going to ask you
You hope it. You hope he looks hot soon? What do you mean?
about another person, Jesse P.S. Jesse P.S.
Hello.
is another.
No, it shouldn't be hello, Jesse. How about hi, guys? Hey guys. Hey, guys. And I'm not going to play that, but that's a reference to the GOLDSTREAM appearance where Citizen M, Pro Toe, cool, man. Or what about Neutral Toe? Are there any Neutral Toe people out there? Because I would, and I know I'm not going to get a lot of friends. I'm not going to get a hell of a lot of respect saying this, but I would put myself, I am putting myself on the record, I am proudly Pro Toe.
Personality. I really enjoy watching his content.
Yeah.
I mean, he's somebody, he should be in fucking Hollywood.
Ooh, wow, Hollywood Jess, they call me. Excuse me? I did not see this coming.
Personality. I really enjoy
N-A-Z-I.
watching his content.
Yeah.
I mean, he's somebody, he should be in fucking Hollywood. Like,
Well, call me Mr. Cinnamon. Peacock, here I come. Wow. Adam, thank you. You are a retard and you eat out of the trash, but thank you.
he should be a Hollywood producer.
This guy does not take compliments well, huh? He has a thing with compliments.
That kid's got some
A
talent.
Hollywood producer? Hold on a second. I'm not heading to the island anytime soon. By the way,
This guy built this entire set. Everything you see and all the graphic design and all the music, he made it all himself out of trash. I think that's impressive.
is he copying me? He's on the moon. I just realized.
It's like the fucking Merv Griffin episode of Seinfeld. Sorry, I got to rewind a little bit because he's accusing the Goldstein of cheating.
So that kid's got some
A
talent.
Hollywood
I'm sorry, of copying. Duh.
producer? Hold on a second. I'm not heading to the island.
The fucking comments about me are priceless. I think somebody said that I have a very Jewish-looking beard. I think my beard kind of, it probably reminds people of Gerald from South Park.
Anytime soon. By the way, is he copying me? He's on the moon. I just realized. Wait a second. Is this kid copying me? Why has he got a moon background? What is going on with that?
I
Yeah.
mean, he's somebody, he should be in fucking Hollywood. Like, he should be a Hollywood producer. That kid's got some talent.
Is he saying I'm Jewish? Is this an insult and I don't get it?
Are you saying that you're not Jewish, Jesse? I'm sorry. Are you saying that you're not a Jew? Because look at you. Right now, you can see my face. And I'm not trying to insult. I know Aaron. I know Imholte. I know he's not, like, the biggest fan of the Jews. I mean, he's not, like, quite Mersh level. But I know he's not what you would call a pro-Semite. Let's just put it that way. And that's fine. I mean, everybody's got their whole thing or whatever. But you're looking right now at me. I'm half Jewish, right? For the interest of full disclosure, I'm half Irish. And I feel like I look mostly Irish. I might have, like, a couple of very watered-down Jewy features. But look at me. Look at Aaron, who, I'm sorry, Aaron, but he looks like he could be a Jew. I wouldn't be that surprised if you told me that Aaron was a Jew. And look at fucking Jesse. Look at Jesse. Which one of us, I just want to say, guys, chat, out of Adam and Jesse and Aaron, Rate rate us who's the most Jewy looking, or just tell me who's the most Jewish looking out of all three of us.
Wait, he said I have talent though.
I mean, he's somebody. He should be in fucking Hollywood. Like he should be a Hollywood producer.
Okay, now look at Aaron. Aaron is put in a tough spot here. Okay, watch it. Watch Aaron's face.
His content.
Yeah.
I mean, he's somebody. He should be in fucking Hollywood.
Oh, you see him look over to the left there? He's like, wait, this isn't going.
And this wasn't my intention at all. I'm not trying to. I even offered to Aaron. I usually, when I do an interview, I will send them a fucking, what was I going to say? I will send them a list of questions and say, okay, like, I'm going to ask you about the Opie and Anthony stuff. I'm going to ask you about when you were on Howard Stern. I'm going to ask you about this. I'm going to ask you. And usually if somebody's like, shit, I don't really want to talk about this one thing, I will honor that. Like, I know that's a pussy ass thing to do. I'm very gracious. My whole interview series, it's not about trying to trip people up. It's not about trying to make people look stupid. I really want to do a good interview. And so I offered to send Aaron a question list. He said no. He said, don't worry about that. He said, just ask me whatever question you want to ask me. So looking back, I don't feel any guilt about asking him about, I don't feel guilty at all about asking him about Jesse PS and Red Bar. And this was before Jesse PS really acknowledged Aaron's existence. And this is before Red Bar fucking acknowledged his existence. This is before everybody turned on Aaron. So at the time, I really thought Adam is a leprechaun, James Brooks. Sorry, I have ADHD, so even though I'm in the middle of a spiel, I am looking at the chat, and I'm getting distracted. A leprechaun, okay. All right, yeah, I'm a little short. I'm like, what am I, 5'8", 5'9"? So Jesse, number one, Jewish looking. Yeah, I think so. Jesse, for sure. You are a close second, Adam. Honestly, I think Aaron looks more Jewy than I do. Maybe it's the glasses. Oh, God, it's the glasses. Aaron and his goal is one of the hateable qualities of Aaron. You know what? Did you guys see there was a clip today? There was a clip today where I guess Aaron finally, I think he's finally kind of like hearing the criticism. He says he's only going to mention the goal when somebody donates or like at the beginning. In other words, he understands that constantly having calls to action. He understands that the constant barking and the calls to action, I don't care whether if that's your business model, you do you, man. But the thing that I think about it is it diminishes the quality of the product. If I get too distracted on my show, if I start reading ad reads and then the whole show is ad reads, or it's me saying, hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, I can get away with doing that once in a while. That's fine. But if I'm doing that like every 30 minutes, hey guys, like and subscribe, or not 30 minutes, if every 3 minutes or every 10 minutes, hey guys, like and subscribe, hey guys, don't forget to follow us on YouTube, it does diminish the quality of the show. Absolutely.
Wait, you're saying he's good? Uh-oh, I've been saying the wrong thing.
Like he should be a Hollywood producer. That kid's got some.
I feel like I've got deja vu because he's played this line of me saying Jesse should be a Hollywood producer 11,000 fucking times. I'm beginning to think that maybe part of the reason Jesse went easy on me is maybe because I stroked his ego a little bit without even meaning to. Because I think deep down that Jesse, maybe he does want to be a producer in Hollywood. What's up, Chad T.I.? I'm back like HPV.
Some talent.
So I'm thinking Aaron's going to be like, yeah, agree to disagree, I guess.
Whether you like him or not, whether you think he goes a little bit too far. I mean, he's definitely a character.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening with the latency on this? I really fucked this upload render up. I tried to download this properly. I ended up doing an OBS screen record, so my bad.
But he's got a hell of a lot of talent. Why don't...
What the fuck, dude? I'm sorry, I have to reload this, I think. 503. God damn it. Oh, sorry.
And by the way, all of these things we tested that.
It's good.
We put this to a polygraph and a Richter scale for some reason, an Andy Richter scale, and it came up true and also Swedish German.
You think...
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Okay, so that's Schrodinger's bomb. That was either a big bomb or a reference to some inside baseball internet-y Jesse PS thing that even I have no fucking idea. I can't follow all this lore.
He's more popular than he is. I feel like he should be way more famous.
True. So, by the way, so true. Wow. Unbelievably based and red-pilled of you to say.
Oh, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it, man.
Because he starts shit with everybody.
Okay, fair. fair, accurate. Yeah.
I mean, that's just the long and short. People get their feelings hurt. I've thought this about Jesse P.S.
You've had thoughts about me. Weird. Who? The show you've never watched? Okay. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
watched him. He came on my radar probably
100 years ago.
halfway into like Red Bar's hiatus.
Okay, so like way before, like way before that clip of you saying nobody knows who PodAwful is. I came on your radar half a year, 6 months before you claimed no one knows who I am.
I'm just going to say for the record, I got to agree with Jesse. Jesse is correct about this. Aaron sometimes kind of capitulates a little bit, and his timeline of the whole Jesse thing, I'll get into that later, but yeah, it was a little kind of all over the place.
Interesting. Okay.
I think.
Just keeping track of the timeline here.
And
this is one of the reasons I like Jesse is because he is so silly. He has such a silly fucking sense of humor, and to me, that's one of the things that makes me enjoy the show.
he was doing stuff like he even does stuff on people I like. Like Mersh has always been really cool to me. I like Mersh.
AKA The Effect. All right.
I like Revenge.
I like Mersh too. Yeah.
What?
Oops. It's funny. I do like Mersh. I genuinely like Mersh. It's funny. Like I said that, never ever thinking that like Jesse PS was gonna hear me say that. This guy hates Mersh. For those of you who don't know, this guy has done more coverage of Mersh, and it really does get to where it's fucking vindictive and weird. And I don't know I don't want to use the term meta because I feel like that's so gay. But this guy, he's fucking sent like seafood to Jesse's house. He sent like Uber Eats orders to his house, and he sent seafood, a shitload of like raw mussels and seafood to Mersh's house when he was in Vegas, so that it would rot when he would come back and it would like attract wild animals. He's like I said, very vindictive, but also very creative and very innovative.
Are you? Okay, sure.
Yeah, so I like those guys, but like he does stuff on him, and he's fucking relentless.
Adam, part of the Mersh effect.
And I get why Mersh.
Eep. Uh-oh, PodAwful's watching me. Hold on. I'm trying to plug my laptop in. My laptop just went dark. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to fix this. God. That's fucking hilarious. Did you guys see that? That's a Stuttering John green screen moment. I literally just knocked my fucking lights over. Jesus Christ. Can you guys give me 1 second? I'm going to take a quick break for a sec so I don't look like a complete cocksucking fucking retard. Give me like 2 seconds to fix my shit. Oops. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, so guys, anyways, chat, I was hoping tonight that I'd be able to get through this fucking Jesse PS segment without humiliating myself. Nope. So, yeah, sorry about that. We're going to bring that Skrizzle back up. My nizzle. All right. We're going to get back to this. Yeah, for those of you who don't know what just happened, I realized my laptop was unplugged, bent down. I thought I could, like, smoothly, suavely just plug it back in. And in the process of doing that, knocked over my fucking, my lights. And so I just decided to take a quick second to fix that. All fixed. Sorry. Stuttering John moment. Greg Edwards in the chat. Whoa, total jabroni. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's an understatement. I'm a complete fucking cunt. So, yeah, let's get back to the show now.
Does not like him. I get why he fucking hates the guy. I would too if I were him.
You're about to be him.
But like his stuff. Stuff on Alex Stein.
And again, ship me and April. I would love to see, like, when I go onto Twitter after this program, I better see a bunch of tweets at me at the N-word saying, where you photoshopped us together, you're writing erotic fanfics of me and Ape having sex.
It was
And he actually did this, and I saw the fucking tweets. I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
Really, really good.
He's trying to, like, get to April to get to Aaron.
To me,
despite all my despite all my rage, I am still just an ape in a cage. Wow, it really could be a Robin.
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins, my favorite fucking band.
When I first saw Jesse,
all those years ago. Wow, he's getting real wistful here.
I didn't get it, but
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at body language. I'm listening, and I didn't even notice this when I did the interview, because when I do interviews, I get, like, I'm always preoccupied. I'm always trying to make sure. My biggest fear is that I'm not going to have enough questions. I'm not going to have something to talk about. They're going to give me a short answer to something, and then I'm going to have nothing to fucking ask them, and then I'm just going to be sitting there going, duh. So I try to, sometimes maybe I think I'm not going to be prepared, and so because of that, I probably over-prepare. But yeah, Aaron does kind of look like he's uncomfortable.
Knew he was good at what he does.
Really? Because I thought I was like a bizarre freak. What did you say? I was what was it? I don't even remember now.
So the reason why he's playing this interview is because Aaron came on my show, basically went on the record about Jesse and said this stuff about him. Since then, Jesse's gone after him, and he's changed. He's kind of like done the whole, that guy sucks, or whatever. And the problem for him is, and I didn't mean to do this, so I'm sure Aaron, maybe he won't be happy with me, but he basically went on my show, and I asked him about this Jesse PS stuff, where nobody else probably would have asked him about it, and he ended up going on the record. So now Jesse has this to throw in his face, you know. So that kind of sucks.
I'm like a twerp or something. I'm a freaky little twerp who sucks.
Right? But then
Okay, self-awareness. That's never bad.
I'm a freaky twerp red bar sucking fucky sucky.
Started watching more stuff, and I went, this guy's like a more concise, to the point red bar.
Oh.
Have you ever watched one of his entire streams? Jesus Christ. This one's like 3 fucking hours long.
Okay, so now I'm a good red bar. What if red bar was good? PodAwful. PodAwful the program, TV super show, a.k.a. What if red bar was good? According to Aaron Imholte, the biggest fan of red bar.
Kelsey Williams in the chat, moon background, lol, grasping at straws. You know what? I got to say, dude, he really went easy on me. I don't even think Jesse... this really isn't about me. I just happen to be there. I'm really not the main focus. But yeah, he had some fucking... He called me a monkey, baby, broken monkey brain retard who eats out of the trash. So yeah, I guess he claims that he doesn't know me at all, but apparently he does.
Yes.
You know, Jesse says...
Yes. Yes. Yes, we all agree. Yeah.
I get to admit there's times where in interviews I have a little bit of trouble knowing like when to chime in, what to say. And I think I have to be, and I'm doing this tonight. I think I'm getting a little bit better. I'm trying to be a little bit more comfortable being okay with certain silences. It's okay sometimes for there to be silence.
Things
hey,
in 5
Hollywood Jesse? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I should be a fucking producer.
minutes that it takes.
He really, really likes that. Like that, I think that really stroked his ego, and that stroked his ego, and I think he does want to be a Hollywood producer.
Takes Mike an hour to say.
Really? Because it's taking me fucking 4 hours to do this episode, so.
And I think Jesse is immensely talented.
Okay, well, goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for...
Ibdi, that's all, folks.
Well, see ya.
So that's the thing that sucks. When you go on the record, it's the same thing. A lot of people make this mistake with Red Bar. When you go on the record and praise someone, and then they fucking shit on you, you know what I mean? When they shit on you, it's like, what are you going to do? You already praised them. Now it's like you can't really hit them back, you know? So anyways, so in the chat, somebody said something that I thought was interesting. Harry Dunn in the chat says, Jesse PS looks like early 2000s World of Warcraft basement nerd. It's so funny because I played World of Warcraft I remember the first time I ever played it was in 1998 with my friend John Meserve. And I remember he was kind of like a Jesse PS kind of guy. He was an interesting guy. He actually has a YouTube channel. Maybe we'll react to some of his videos. His YouTube channel is called Trekking On. So check out Trekking On, my buddy John Meserve on YouTube. This guy's insane. My buddy, he fucking walked the whole Appalachian Trail and YouTubed it. So I'm going to pull something up because this is interesting. You said that Jesse reminds you of early 2000s World of Warcraft nerd. This is the person that Jesse PS reminds me of. I don't know if any of you guys remember the movie Hackers from the 90s. Come on. We'll start this. Hold on.
Check this out, each and every one of you. Compilation tape, my own making. I call this the greatest Zooks album. Featuring artists like, I got some Hendrix on there, some Joplin, Mama Cass, Belushi, all great.
Huh? Guys, type 1 in the chat if he looks like Jesse PS. And if you don't believe me, just wait a minute until you see his fucking crazy Matthew Lillard energy. Because I swear to God, if they ever do make a movie about Jesse PS someday, they're going to have to get Matthew Lillard to play him.
Great artists that are fixated on their own vomit.
Total Jesse PS energy. And I'm 100%. Those are the exact same glasses that Jesse has. Exactly the same. Hold on. See? Look. Him? Huh? Look. Huh?
You can't get this in stores, man.
You can't get these in stores, man.
Hey, guys.
All major transactions.
Of all the things I've lost, I miss my mind the most.
Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't know if, like, Matthew Lillard's character in this movie is supposed to be gay, but one thing I will say about Jesse, he's not flamboyant like this. Maybe not, like, sexually flamboyant, but he's very loopy. Like, very loopy, very energetic, very...
What is your name?
Emmanuel Goldstein.
His name is Emmanuel Goldstein.
Sir?
You, however, are not on my list.
Whoa, this isn't woodshop class?
I'm going to tell my kids that this is Jesse PS. And let me just say something else, because Jesse doesn't know who I am. I sent him as a joke, and I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I sent him a picture of that character, the Matthew Lillard, Emmanuel Goldstein character, and I said, I'm going to tell my kids that this was Jesse PS, and I don't think he was very happy with me.
I would not trust him for a second.
I'm a stan.
No.
That makes sense. I get it.
Oh man.
And I mean that in the way that he wants me to think that.
You don't know what I want, what I think. Get out of my head. I don't know if you're using April's mega mind powers on me or whatever, but please stop knowing my thoughts.
Okay, so Harry Dunn. I see some ones over there in the chat. So yeah, it seems like you guys agree with me that he looks like Jesse. Let me try to. Yeah, that fucking he looks like that Matthew Lillard character. Jesse. This is Chris. Jesse stills essences of other long-haired men. You know what? I don't understand. I know I should say this right now, right? I don't understand why men wear their hair long. Is this some sort of statement about the Vietnam War that he's doing? Shaggy energy. Yeah, you know what? Jesse does kind of remind me of Shaggy. And, I mean, I'm not even trying to dunk on the guy. He definitely reminds me of people. He reminds me John Lennon. Who else? Shannon Hoon, the guy from Blind Melon. And he was an interesting dude. Shannon Hoon, he was a psycho, but he was definitely a cool guy. Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, so James Banks, Jesse wants to look like Ozzy Osbourne or Howard. He gets that a lot. A lot of people either think Ozzy Osbourne or fucking, who's the other guy? Lennon. Yeah, definitely Lennon. And when you see, there's a section, I don't know if it's this video, where it gets all dark. I'll probably point it out later, but it gets really dark, and he looks really like John Lennon.
Like, I don't mean that as like, oh, fuck him, I don't trust him. I'm like,
right.
No. I'm going to appreciate that guy from afar. Like,
whoa, hang on a second. Wait.
him, I don't trust him. I'm like,
right.
No. I'm going to appreciate that guy.
Oh, yeah, wait, hang on. Look at that. Pruny grandma bathtub hands yet again.
PodAwful one.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
If you don't understand these references, you got to check out the Porcelain Merch documentary. And I'm friendly with Mersh. Like, Mersh is cool. He's always been cool to me, but that's a fucking entertaining documentary. But I'm only saying that for context.
Stick enough things in my butt, I'll make the most money.
Okay, so what?
I never heard that fucking ISO before. Citizen M at J. Wish I was lying about being pro Steel Toe. It's a hate watch, but I definitely sometimes enjoy it. Yeah, Citizen M, I know you and Aaron, you've been, like, not always the biggest fan of Aaron, but it seems like I don't understand why people hate him. I could see why people might not be into the show because of I could see why the calls to action can turn him off. Let me tell you something. The one moment where I think I kind of started to the first moment where I saw Aaron in a different light, and this was when he was feuding with Chad Zumach. And up until that point, I never saw that side. Like, I always thought, oh, Aaron's cool, whatever. And I'm not saying this makes me dislike him per se, but there was a video of him heckling a comedian at his comedy show. Chad Zumach posted this, and Aaron was like trying to shout and trying to like throw the guy off his game, and the guy's girlfriend, everybody was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you here." And Aaron, he looked embarrassed. It was embarrassing. It was just that kind of where you see someone and you're like, oh, like, why would he do that? And I don't know. Like, there's maybe I don't understand the context of it, but like I said, I don't know. But I saw that and I was a little like, like I could kind of understand why maybe not everybody's a fan. And like I said, he's always been good to me, but meh.
What are you doing? How many baths does this man take a day? Because this is getting to be a little.
Are you prune shaming now, Jesse?
Absurd. What is going on with his fingers? Why are they dry? Is there a disease that does? Is this like? Do I not know that this is a symptom of having? What is the? Oh, I keep wanting to call diabetes diarrhea. I'm retarded. I was literally about to say, is this a symptom of diarrhea type 2 that I don't know about? Which I guess every diarrhea is type 2.
Maybe I've been watching Steel Toe too much, but I do recall a show where Aaron said that he had diarrhea and he had to like take a break to go take a shit or something like that, but I don't know if it was type 1 or type 2.
Guy from afar. Like, if he wanted if he wanted to do something with me, I'd be like, look, dude, I wish you nothing but success. I hope you do really well, but like, I'm not gonna walk in.
Am I crazy? This is a guy who is daydreaming about becoming my friend, right? That's never gonna happen. Don't worry, man. This dream scenario of yours, this was never on the table. I've literally spent a year trying to avoid your existence.
Nothing but success. I hope you do really well, but like, I'm not gonna walk into a situation where I might look.
Oh, your pruny little fingers.
Like, if anyone's gonna make me look like a dipshit, it's gonna be me.
True. Okay, so this guy, Aaron, he's put. You know what's so funny? He's putting himself in a bizarre dream scenario where I come to him and I go, "Hey, Steel Toe, can I be your friend?" And he gets to go, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate it, buddy, but maybe next time, okay?" And then he puts on his jetpack and rockets off.
I will do that.
That is fucking funny, and honestly, I kind of, I do think that's a little bit of the Aaron swagger that he has. Like I said, this was before his, and not only did he start getting made fun of by these shows, his growth kind of stagnated. He was, before I interviewed him, this was before he reached 10,000 subs, and this was, I think it was like November of last year. It was like a couple of weeks after Thanksgiving. It was like November or December. It was around Christmas. And he was like almost at 10,000 subs. I think he's barely above 10,000 now. So I don't know if it's, I mean, we all pod fade. Listen, I have had, like, my numbers haven't been that great lately and my growth has kind of stopped. So I guess I got to figure out some shit with my channel too, but I can't tell if that's like he just pod faded organically, or if, I wonder if like the negative coverage of him has actually affected the growth of his channel. I think it might have.
I do that on a daily basis. I don't need to walk into something going, "Oh, shucks, me and Jesse are going to be pals," and then I look like a fucking idiot.
You look like a fucking idiot right now. I mean, what is this? Please stop having thoughts about me, ever. This should be a crime.
Did you see?
And he's capable of that.
Okay, now this is about to go into a whole.
I love how in every freeze frame I look like a fucking mouth breathing retard with my fucking mouth hanging open.
Fucking hullabaloo about Red Bar, but it's coming back to me. It's to bring up something about
It's all about me.
You see when Andy Worski called in to Red Bar, and Red Bar was it was the funniest fucking thing in Red.
So this was I called into the same episode. I called into Red Bar. Andy Worski calls into Red Bar. It's this big clip. It's on you put in PodAwful on YouTube, it probably comes up. And anyone who is unbiased, anyone with a sense, like, who doesn't have a baby's sense of, reality, looks at this clip and goes, why the fuck did that old man yell so much at the guy who called?
Okay, so this, I'm sorry to say, Jesse has every right to defend himself, but in my opinion, I feel like this might be a little bit of a cope. And I'm going to get into this in a second. We're actually going to play this clip that he's talking about, and we're going to talk about it. So.
Why'd he get so scared and hang up on that guy? That would be a normal person's reaction to it. He's bringing this up to bring up this is the episode, yeah. So when Mike looks like this, and he tries to act like it's an ironic thing, as if he just did this ironically.
Mike never has his hair in a fucking man bun. I know what you're saying. He wears the tie-dye hoodie. Mike does not have a fucking man bun. He's doing a troll.
Wears that all the time. This is how he looks.
And this is another thing. I think this might have pissed Jesse off a little bit because Jesse is friends with Worski. This guy, Andy Worski, with the man bun, Jesse and him are like, they're kind of, they're in cahoots. Kelsey Williams, self-awareness, LOL. Yeah, I try. I try not to be, I try to have a little bit.
And they played a video where it was Andy Worski with a buddy of his where they were chasing somebody.
So they bring this up to talk about me.
Expose him, but they pretended like they didn't know about it. And then you realize, like, holy shit, they knew exactly what they were doing. But Andy got totally played by it. So it was he made him look so stupid. And then when Jesse went on Red Bar, like Red Bar completely just shut him down. And then did you ever see,
so again, Adam's
and Jesse is not. He doesn't like this part.
Retard trash eating baby freak. So I'm saying
pew 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 pew.
Freak a little too much, but it's mostly because I keep having to look at Aaron. So he doesn't get it. Like Adam has autism. He can't help it. Adam is overly energetic and he can't control himself. So
I kind of like that. Is that I'm like is that an autism thing or is that like a monkey thing? Is he saying that I'm a fucking monkey? Harry Dunn, he's definitely mad now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't take it too personally. He took it pretty fucking easy on me, but if you do anything, if you talk about me on your show, I am absolutely clipping it and I am absolutely responding to it. Whether my response is funny or interesting, whatever. I mean, maybe, I don't know what you guys think, but anyways, yeah, this is funny. And you know what, Jesse, I don't know, for those of you who aren't aware of Jesse, just look at the guy. Like, he is so excitable. He's like the most excitable, most energetic, most loopy guy. I'm not saying me and him are the same motherfucker, but yeah, to me, this feels a little bit like the pot calling the kettle the N-word. Sorry, I actually didn't mean to play that drop. I meant to play this one.
Hitler, nigga, 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 nigga.
My bad. Yeah, I wasn't trying to call Jesse a faggot. Anyways, yeah, I don't need raw seafood sent to my fucking house. Anyways, the problem is, though, is that Jesse, like, you know what he is? He's like a white Flavor Flav. He's like his own fucking Flavor Flav. If he just put shoe polish on his face and had a clock on his face, like if he had a clock necklace and shoe polish, he would be Flavor Flav. Like this guy is very, very excitable. Come on, what the fuck? Why is this? Come on, there we go.
He doesn't understand what he's looking at. We went over this clip.
Yes, I do, Jesse. I've watched this fucking clip not 1,000 times. I've watched it several times, and you know what? Maybe it's possible, Jesse, that I just have my own take on it. And you know what? We're gonna see my take in a second.
By the way, I implore you to go watch that clip of me on there. It will floor you.
Okay, all right, let's watch it right now then. This is Red Bar. Mike from Red Bar owns Jesse from PodAwful, and let's just watch this. For those of you who don't know Jesse, it'll be interesting to see your perspective. Let me know what you think in the comments, whether who you think came out on top in this appearance.
This is like H3 now. Yeah. Here it comes. Jesse!
I can't see you. Where are you?
You're never going to see me. Why are you doing this to us?
What did I do?
Jesse?
Yeah.
There's no laughing allowed on this conversation. This is a serious phone call. You heard about that, right?
And this is like kind of Jesse's Achilles heel, and it's part of his personality and his whole high energy thing. But this guy giggles a lot. He's very like, you know, and so Red Bar, I think he's trying to like kind of shut him down by saying no laughing. And yeah, he's definitely trying to put Jesse in a box here.
Got it.
You're not going to put on video?
Well, not if I can't see you.
Okay, that's fine. Very fair. So there's been some allegations.
Why doesn't Red Bar have that set up? He should. I mean, he probably does now, but I feel like he should do more Zoom calls with people.
Today about the copying.
I heard.
You decline. You think these aren't real.
Both of these guys have been accused of copying each other. I know for a fact Red Bar, he's done some things that are super similar to Jesse, and Jesse PS has been accused of copying Sam Hyde as well, and that's something I could talk about another day, but we're not going to go that deep down the rabbit hole.
I haven't heard said today. I don't know.
You know, I sense something in your... No laughing allowed.
That was Jules. Okay. I'm Jules from Red Bar. I sound like Roger from American Dad.
That was me. That was
Jules?
I'm sorry. I'm here to
listen.
listen.
So, Jesse, I sense something in your voice. You don't want this. You don't want any of this.
What is this?
Okay, that was a good line. And I got to admit, Jesse, he does seem like he's prepared for this. Seems like he's been prepping all day for this interview.
A war. A battle. A beef.
I like war. I don't know.
You don't. Stop it.
Okay.
Why can't you just be like, Mike, I swear to God, I'm not intentionally doing anything. I like you. We're cool.
That's what I said in the chat, and you misread
You
it.
didn't. Shut
Yeah, and Jesse sounds defensive here.
up.
I did.
You want me to read your messages, you mean bitch?
Please.
Stop being mean. Stop being vindictive to people. I heard you with Dick Masterson. You were being so tedious with him.
Yeah, that actually, you know what? I do have mixed feelings. Steel Toe out of context. What's up, Steel Toe out of context? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Oy vey. Oh, yeah, you one of those 1488 motherfuckers? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Goldstream, buddy. So, yeah, honestly, yeah, Jesse is vindictive. He's funny. He's innovative. I guess maybe if he like dumbed down his show to be less mean, maybe I guess maybe it wouldn't be the same. But yeah, that is true. That's definitely true about him.
How would you be? This is a real question. How would you be with Amy Miller?
I'd be very respectful because she's terrifying.
Well, okay, that actually makes sense. But she took all your stuff down. Dick Masterson took all of my Patreon.
Jesse. But Mr. White, I have to make fun of Mersh. I have to do a 3-hour show on Mersh, Mr. White. No, Jesse, no.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Listen, Jesse,
if he died, I would think it was fun.
When 1,000 people, here's what we want. Don't be vindictive. Don't be so... You've got to...
This is the guy who made fun of Sam Tripoli's. He sang a song about Sam Tripoli's retarded kids. So like I said, again, the pot calling the kettle the N-word.
Hitler, nigga. Problem with this Red Bar. When we accused you of copying in 2011, that stuck with you.
Well, it did until you seemed cool.
Jesse?
What? You seemed cool? I don't know what that means. Is it just me, or does it's like Jesse, he doesn't have that high energy. This is like Jesse if you caught him off guard and you went to his house and he came out and he was like in his slippers and his bathrobe, and just like, this is like if you caught Jesse before he had his morning cup of coffee.
You brought it up over and over and over again. It bothered you. And you kept hanging on to this. I'm not copying Mike and I'll die by it.
Jesse seems outclassed, Harry Dunn. I'm wondering, do you guys think, and Citizen M, I don't know if you can, Citizen M is still here. What's the real deal about Mike David with the diapers and the Crohn syndrome and the shitbag? Is that like a bit, or is that true?
But why does everybody message me day in and day out with a thing showing me that you've copied.
I get the same messages. I don't know.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I had to post
This
about
is
it in
what
my
we're
group
talking
just
about.
the other day.
Nobody cares. Even if you did, Jesse. Where in the world, do you think in your heart of
Red Bar is really turning it up for the camera here, too.
hearts that Mike David is tuning in and copying you? Do you ever believe that?
I know you're tuning in, so that's half of the equation.
Would you ever believe that? When you go to sleep, do you go, Mike David must want to be me?
When they first started telling me that, absolutely not.
There you go. And that's where you got to squash
then
it.
It kept happening.
Harry Dunn, no confidence in Jesse's voice. You know what? Normally, I think Jesse, I think he sounds like he's off his game. He's trying to get his fucking barbs in there, and I'm sorry, but I think most of what he said, he just comes across like he's on the defensive. And when he went on the kill stream, and look up Jesse PS drummer DRUMR 828. He did a great breakdown of Jesse PS. His appearances on the kill stream, which Jesse talked about. I had referenced that in the interview. And my take on that, I have mixed feelings on that because I do sort of think Red Bar's threatened by Jesse on some level. I think that Dick Masterson was threatened by him. I think Ethan Ralph, I think all those guys did gang up on him. And if you listened to the Jesse PS appearance on the kill stream, if you listen to the version of it where it's from Jesse's side with Jesse's audio, it sounds a lot less bad for Jesse. I do think that Ethan Ralph absolutely turned down his audio, and that's the kind of thing you would never do if you weren't threatened by the guy. So I got to give Jesse credit when it was due, but yeah, that whole fucking thing didn't work out like he planned. So look that up. Look up Jesse PS Dick Masterson kill stream.
When I tune in and I watch you do the karaoke, when I watch you do the
I don't
clapping,
do karaoke. What are you
Jesse?
When did I do karaoke?
We just played it. The Kurt Cobain.
I told you I wasn't here for it. I don't know what you've played.
You were lip syncing to Kurt Cobain. Remember that? When you lip synced half of it and sang half of it live?
That was a recording of me singing.
Wait! You were lip syncing to a recording of you singing?
Of myself, yeah.
Oh my God! I can't
Why
even.
is that we told you, folks.
Why were you lip syncing to your own voice?
Honestly, I don't see what the big deal about this is. I mean, maybe it's a little cringe, but I don't know if this is like the kill shot. I don't know what the fucking big deal about that is. Lip syncing.
You were
nuts.
Why were you doing that? We didn't even say that, by the way. We said we thought you were lip syncing half of it. You were lip syncing the whole thing?
I made a parody.
This is like Mike just like started yelling and go, "Oh my God, oh my God." So yeah, I think this is a little
song. And then instead of just sitting there,
I feel terrible.
Oh my God, Jesse, this is what I mean. You got to listen to these shows that expose you before rebutting. You've made such a fool.
Okay, so I don't get it. Like lip syncing is probably kind of gay, but I don't know. I don't see the big deal. I don't see why that's such an own.
Yourself just now.
James Banks, Mike Devan's live vocals. Chris, I love that moment. I replay that Mike reaction 1,000 times.
Okay,
Jesse, here's what I want from you. Chill the fuck out. Don't say my name again.
Wait,
ever.
What is the problem with the lip syncing to my own?
Don't say my name again ever. Oof. And I don't care what anybody says. Even the people who do make fun of Red Bar, I think Jesse liked Red Bar. I think a lot of people do. Even Mersh, too. Mersh was a big fan. Steel Toe was a big fan. Jesus, I'm a big fan of Red Bar. I better just shut my fucking mouth before he fucking... And I don't even think... I'm so low. I'm so low on the fucking ladder. I feel like oddly safe. Like I would never get covered by Red Bar. But at the same time, it seems like all the guys that he hates, all of his biggest lolcows are guys who used to be fans of him.
Parody song?
Well, you could deal with that on your own. You could deal with that on your own. That's fucking nuts. You wanted people to think you were singing live.
No, it's a show and I'm on camera, so I didn't want to just sit.
It doesn't even matter. I feel like Mike is kind of raising a non-issue, but Jesse is taking the bait of like being defensive and trying to talk. But no, you don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. Why don't you just go, so what? Oh, wow, I lip synced. You got anything else? Is there anything else? That's what I would have fucking said.
there,
Jesse,
doing nothing.
here's
while
the thing,
playing.
Jesse. You're not
on the
Jesse!
show that I
You're
was
not
doing.
on the phone with dummy Dick Masterson.
Fucking Dick Masterson. Oh, that was a good line. That was pretty funny. You're not on the phone with dummy Dick Masterson.
This isn't, Mike, this isn't...
oh, Jesse, listen to him. He is so frustrated.
the limited worldview you've got of my show. Yeah, I know you don't pay for the show.
Honestly, they both sound kind of retarded.
So you don't see the follow-up to these things.
No.
I say it
Yikes.
on the show that I
Okay.
do that. Everybody knows.
Jesse, this guy doesn't like you. Stop trying to explain yourself. What are you doing? You're just wasting your energy, and it's that is embarrassing when you're trying to explain. No, you don't understand. Let me tell you something. This guy, he's just trying to fucking ice you out, man. You know, maybe Red Bar was threatened by you. Maybe he is trying to like cut this off, but at the same time, I feel like Jesse, like you would have been better maybe if you had just paused and just not said anything and waited for him to finish, and then you could have responded maybe. I don't know. I like Red Bar a lot, but he shouldn't dress like a 17-year-old hipster Harry Dunn. I thought that he was doing that as a goof. Thought he was wearing that shirt as a goof. That's a Call Her Daddy shirt too. That's Call Her Daddy. It's all a shitty fucking podcast. So I think that he wore that as a troll, to be honest. Harry Dunn, Jesse and Red Bar sounds like a child and an adult power dynamic. It really does. It's like an abusive father yelling at his autistic fucking ADHD child who's on like a sugar, like who just drank like a couple of sodas and he's having like a meltdown at the fucking theme park. Yeah, James Banks, Harry is spitting facts. Yeah, man, that's why he's got the wrench. I mean, you are a Goldstream OG, Harry. Harry knows. Yeah, man. I'm glad that like I have some people here who I don't have to explain all this lore to. So apologize if I'm over explaining it.
Jesse, this doesn't sound confident. Shut the fuck up.
No, it doesn't. Jesus, he has Jesse. It's weird. Usually when Jesse's, and I suffer from this problem too, and I'm trying to get better at it. When I go on other shows, I'm a little bit out of my element. I'm just learning how to do shows with other people, learning like when to talk, when to shut the fuck up. How to like say something that's interesting and not go on like a big diatribe, but at the same time, like Jesse, I think he's like me. I think he feels more comfortable doing a show by himself. I definitely have a lot more confidence, and going into Red Bar, I mean, especially if you're feuding with him, you're definitely walking into the lion's den. I'm just saying it's not going to be easy to. You're not just going to go, hey, Red Bar, just hear me out, dude. Like, no, this is going to be like obnoxious.
Jesse, we want you out of Red Bar. Get out of here, all right?
Kick me out then.
Get out and stay away from our show for the rest of your life.
I love it. Stay away for the rest of your life.
All right, unsubscribe to mine.
Thank you. Bye.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, oof. Yeah, to me, this is the most oof moment. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. Is that an Ethan Ralph? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. It's like an Ethan Ralph. And then when Ethan Ralph, when he like calms down, he's like, I don't know, man. I don't want to like fight with you, and I just don't care, man. But yeah, I don't know if he was trying to do an Ethan Ralph, but oof.
I'm kidding.
Okay, there.
I'm kidding. Oh, that's like Homer Simpson backing into the bushes. So like I said, this was not like I like Jesse, and I just don't. This did not go his way. What do you think in the chat so far? Let me know. Did you think Jesse won this? Who came out on top? Did Red Bar come out on top, or did Jesse come out on top? And I'm not necessarily saying, ooh, Red Bar was like so funny and he cut him up, but this it seems like the name of the game was just to kind of stop the other guy from getting his point in, and it was just stupid. It was like one of those politics arguments where it's like a gotcha kind of a thing. But yeah, I definitely think Red Bar won, man. Yeah, Red Bar came out on top. Citizen M, yeah, I think so too, man. Whatever you think of him, whatever you think of Jesse, I just don't think this was a good appearance. I think Jesse was off his game. But you notice, we're going to go back to Jesse in a second, but he's like, Adam doesn't know what he's talking about. Adam is a retard with a monkey brain, and he doesn't understand. And to me, that is such a cope. That is such a deflection. I've seen this, Jesse. I know that wasn't a really good day for you. So I'm sorry, but since you said I was wrong and my take was wrong, I'm going to have to differ with you. Sorry, I'm going to have to play this, but yeah, we're gonna play the rest of this. Red Bar, I think so. Jesse hung up, and Red Bar's gonna keep talking about this.
And that's exactly what Mike was.
Harry Dunn in the chat. Jesse should have taken 3 shots before calling. I don't think Jesse does drugs. I think Jesse is straight edge. He definitely looks like somebody that would smoke marijuana and protest the Vietnam War.
Do at the end of the call if you ever needed proof of Jesse just doing everything that
I am
Mike
so
does.
uncomfortable getting in the weeds with a guy. I feel awful.
I know, because he honestly
I
doesn't
literally
realize
do.
what he's doing.
Now he's doing them like, I feel bad for him.
That's the thing.
Here's the thing. He's a fan of the show. He likes the show. He started imitating me.
Dude, all your lol cows are fans of the show.
I feel awful. I don't want to call out copy. This is why I never like Andy Worski, it always ends up with me feeling awful for calling them out.
I know, because it's
they just want.
Why?
That's not what I want to do. I want to bring down the big ones.
I know. And like I said a million times, I actually don't even hate.
So now they're trying to like subscriber shame him too. And you know what? To be fair, Jesse would have a lot more subscribers if he wasn't constantly getting himself deplatformed, because now he's had a channel. I think he's had it for like 6 months or a year. He's got 3K subscribers. He's got like 3 times the size of the audience I have on YouTube. He would probably be at like 80,000 subs if it wasn't for that.
Jesse, when I see him, I'm like, oh, it's a fine guy.
He's fine.
It's just like,
whatever.
What are you supposed to do?
And he felt that wasn't the Jesse that we've heard on other calls.
No, it wasn't.
Tell you this.
He
Here's
wasn't
why.
fully there.
Here's why I changed. That's not the Jesse you hear. That was a defeated. He doesn't want this.
Sorry, Jesse, but I got to agree.
No, I can.
He could say in the chat, I know he don't want to do this.
He's not gonna do
never
anything to
wanted to
us.
do this. And you know what, Jesse? We're not going to bother you. He doesn't want this. I could tell by his voice. That was a sad Jesse. Anyone who listens to his show knows that's not the Jesse you hear. That made me feel bad. That made me feel like I'm picking on a kid.
I know.
Right? And
I know. I'm Jules.
We hate him. But that made me feel like I'm picking on someone. I don't like that. I don't like picking. Now y'all know who he is.
And just look at Red Bar, man. This is from like 3-4 years ago. He looks so young compared to now. Jesus, this was like when he was still a dude.
Tough but fair.
What the fuck is that on his knee?
I actually am bummed out from that.
I know.
To be honest. I don't like that. It's too easy. It's like
Mike's definitely drunk right now.
The big bad Red Bar is going to pick on
a guy who's just trying to make it in this world.
You know what? Let's
Should
give
we
him a
take
second
it
chance.
all
How
back?
about this right now?
Okay, so this is Citizen M. Sorry you have to click view all messages to see my answer to your question. You know what? I would have that be the default. I always forget to do that, so I'm clicking the live chat. So I got all messages now. Sorry if anybody's messages hasn't gotten read. I'm going to try to catch up with this chat in a minute when we finish this. Then we're going to finish the Jesse thing, and then I'm probably going to wrap.
Oh, and I hope, Jesse, this is the smartest thing you could do. Second chance. Second chance. Second chance. Second chance. This
So they're going to give him a second chance. That's nice. Sounds wholesome to me. So, yeah, let me go up. Yeah, so Citizen M said that there was some chat that I wasn't able to read because of the filter. Sorry you have to click view all messages to see my answer to your question. It keeps getting filtered, so I'm going to scroll up and try to read it now. Hold on a sec. Citizen M, despite individuals who claim otherwise, Mike David's medical condition is unknown. I can't say the nappy rumor. So you're saying, and Citizen M, you're from England, right? Because I know people from England call them nappies. We call them diapers here in the USA. The nappy rumor originates from Sven, who most likely told a lie in a moment of anger. And also, did you hear the Sven Stoffel's interview? Like that guy, I don't know who it was. It wasn't you, was it, Citizen M? I forget who it was. It was somebody that, like, under the guise of being... I forget who it was, but somebody managed to like call Sven Stoffels and got a lot of information out of him. It was pretty interesting. Maybe it wasn't you, Citizen M. It was somebody that's connected to. It was dislabeled. It was like somebody that's connected to the YouTube world. I think I might know them. Frank Biden, does anybody think Red Bar was ever a good guy? He's on the righteous crusade to expose Kumia, or was he a man-child having a tantrum because he lost his job at Compound? Here's the thing. He joined Compound Media, and didn't Kumia already... I might be a little fucked up with the timeline, but didn't Kumia already strangle that bitch? didn't that already happen before? And the racism stuff, he probably knew who Anthony Cumia was, but what basically happened was they sent him emails telling him to stop making fun of Joe Matarese and to stop shitting on their sponsor, which was a totally shitty sponsor. Like, it was a scam company, basically. And, I've always been a vocal critic of Anthony, so I think it's funny that he was making fun of that stuff. So he got mad. Red Bar got pissed. He's like, nobody's going to tell me what I fucking can and can't talk about. It's my show, douchebag. So he ended up quitting, and I guess they lied and they said that they fired him. So that is, like, the number one reason why Red Bar fucking hates Cumia.
This is like a double scoop or anything like that. Second chance, you forget what happened, Jesse, and you just do your thing, and you hope it never pops up again.
And Jesse P.S. is like, yeah, no. Because he fucking, if anything, Jesse just hit Red Bar back as fucking hard as he can. He talks, he'll fucking, he's not scared. Jesse's not fucking backing down. So to me, that's very interesting. It'll be interesting to see if these guys go back and forth. But now, Red Bar, he doesn't seem to be fair. I don't think he really talks about Jesse anymore. I don't think he wants to.
That's the best.
I know when you heard him call in and when he didn't do his laughing thing and when he was just like, yeah.
Because that's not, he doesn't even go against, even with Dick Masterson, he brought. I knew that wasn't the Jesse P.S. he wanted to be. I don't even want.
Yeah, the Dick Masterson thing was kind of interesting. I have mixed feelings about that. And you know what? Honestly, at the time when I did the interview where I talked to Aaron, this was before I really kind of had my eyes open to a lot of the dark Dick Masterson lore and that whole world. And it's pretty dark and it's pretty fucked up. So yeah, I got to admit I feel like there are two sides to that feud between Jesse and Dick. And Dick absolutely had fucking Jesse's Patreon taken down. I think that's fucking gay.
To showcase him to you like that. It's despicable.
Showcase him. Okay, all right, so that's enough. We're going to go back to the Jesse thing with me. Okay. We're going to finish. We're going back to the Jesse thing now.
What happens in that clip? It's not what anyone seems to think. You hear about this clip. People talk about it. They bring it up to me like I'm hurt by it, that I chose to call in.
Maybe you're not hurt by it, Jesse, but you were off your game. Like I said, we just watched the video. Seems like the consensus in the chat was that Red Bar won that. So sorry, that's just, people get to have their own opinions about things. You can disagree, but you don't act like I'm objectively wrong about what fucking happened with you on Red Bar. Sorry, Jesse.
To Red Bar, and I couldn't believe he hung up on, he did this whole, Jules was scared. It was bizarre. Please go watch it.
Okay, we did.
This idea that I'm hurt by this or that Red Bar...
Cope. Who's coping now, Jesse?
Beat me in some way is crazy. Now, Adam, he says another thing here about the time I called into the kill stream. These are the two things that, people bring up all the time.
And I'm not going to play that now because that would be like that's like an hour-long clip, and I got stuff to do. Kelsey, I think I might do an after show. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to get with you on Twitter to decide whether that's going to happen because it's getting very late. So either way, Kelsey, if I don't have you on this week, I think I want to do an after show next Monday. So I don't know if maybe that's something you'd be down for. J.E. in the chat, Jessica PMS. You know what? What about Jesse POS, piece of shit? Or what about Jesse PS, penis sucker?
The link, but when Jesse PS was on the kill stream with Ethan Ralph,
Skull.
The whole Dick Masterson text thing, that was like it was unfucking real. It was unbelievable. And I thought
just look at the potato quality of my interviews. It's time for me. I'm going to upgrade my camera, guys.
Dick handled it well.
See, whose side? I don't even know whose side he's on. He's not on a side. Dick did good, but it was unreal. If it's unreal, it's because of something I'm doing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not on anybody's side, dude. I'm like more about trying to formulate an opinion that's a little more nuanced. I want to listen to both sides. Sorry, yeah, I really don't care about, I have zero interest in, even if I'm a fan of you, if I like your podcast or if I comment on it, if it appears like I'm trying to engage you or whatever, I have zero interest in joining any podcaster in their fucking gay, vindictive personal crusade against another podcaster. You know what, dude? That's your fight. That shit is between the two of you guys. I really could. I'm like, it's interesting to me for entertainment purposes, but as far as getting involved and actually advocating for one person, ugh, gross, dude. I have zero interest in that.
I can't tell who this guy's rooting for, and I don't know. It doesn't matter. Listen to what Aaron says about it, okay? Aaron, biggest bar fan of all time.
I've got a lot of Jesse lore and all those guys.
Oh, I bet you fucking do.
Guys from that kind of area lore that I'm not up on. I do.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He's not up on it. Okay, disagree then.
Remember
So Chris in the chat, Jesse has way too many lady tendencies to ignore. You know what? I don't know if I'd call him like sexually flamboyant. He's got a wife, like he's not gay or whatever, but he is a drama kid. And I have to say, in high school, I was friends with some of the preps, some of the like popular kids, but I was mostly friends with like most of my like inner circle of people was basically you had like the freaks and the death metal kids and the druggies, and then you had like the preps. And then the only other group that I'm talking about like the big major groups, if you had to classify people, and then the group that was kind of the wedge in the middle, if it was kind of like a peace sign, the little wedge in the peace sign was like the drama kids, and I fucking always hated the drama kids. I didn't have it was the one group, the one social group where I had no friends. I did not like any of those kids. They were like the kids who would say they were like the kids that would band together. And they would like just say, and it was a lot of like the homosexuals, a lot of the gay kids, and they would like just say really faggy, really gay, stupid things, and then they would laugh at themselves, and they, like nobody liked them, nobody thought that they were cool, but they would all sit at their own, they all had their little clique, so within their group, they thought that they were really fucking cool, and it would be really funny if you overheard like a couple of drama kids just being cringe, just saying something that's totally fucking gay and then making fun of them. So I'm not saying necessarily that Jesse reminds me of one of those kids, but I could kind of see him. He is a drama kid, so I could see him maybe having some of those qualities. It'd be interesting to see what Jesse was like in high school.
Red Bar Jesse PS thing. And honestly, when I heard that,
okay, so when did I call it? Because now that puts a whole new time frame of you knowing who I am. If you know about that call, when did you see that? When did that?
Yeah, Aaron definitely did kind of capitulate on Jesse.
That call happen.
I did laugh, but I also think that
this is fascinating. Here's what he thinks about that call. I can't believe it. This is the first time I've heard anyone say this.
Jesse kind of got treated unfairly. I think Red Bar, he sees something in Jesse that he sees as threatening.
Honestly, yeah, to some degree. But he managed to shut him down, and Jesse went on the show, barely got fucking 2 words in edgewise. It was like the Dick Masterson thing. You know what? You went in there and you got steamrolled, dude. It happens.
And I think he was trying to cut that off at the quick. And I think that was part of it. I think that was kind of an ambush.
I'm glad that Jesse's all confident about this now, because, I mean, I don't know, dude. I just watched the clip. Me and my whole fucking audience just reacted to it, and I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'd feel fucking confident about it. I would probably never mention it again.
I don't know about the ambush part, but
well, then what was it? If it wasn't an ambush, then what happened? Like, what happened to you, dude? You were like, you sounded like you were tired. You really did.
Steel Toe is maybe the smartest guy I've ever met. Now, there's 2 options here. Either Steel Toe is actually pretty good at judging shit, which doesn't seem to be the case. But either he's pretty good at judging shit because, listen, I've said the exact same thing, for years now, really. Or he heard me say my take on it, which means he's in the pizza fund. Because when I covered that video, it was in the pizza fund. Now, you have 2 options. Either he legitimately believes this or he's stealing my own take about my call-in. I've said forever. Listen, there's all of these shows. And by the way, Steel Toe is one of them. All of these shows, everybody says, is ripping off Red Bar, a man who invented nothing. There's all of these Micah-likes out there, let's call them. And I have to hear this shit. And I've had to hear this shit since before I knew what Red Bar was. I've been doing this since 2009. 14 years.
I've been doing this since I was 18. Okay, Opie.
Coming up here very soon. Every other show I've ever seen that gets called a copy disappears. PodAwful is still here. Every other show I see, Mike covers, makes fun of, destroys, and they go away forever. Not PodAwful. It is, without a doubt, it's so
I'm not fucking leaving.
Obvious that Mike understands I ain't going away, and I ain't copying. And maybe, just maybe, I'm a bit of a threat.
Maybe.
Mike's afraid to talk about PodAwful. I mean, it's right there in the intro of the show.
And this is where the clip that he's playing right now is like dark, so it's fucking with his ambient light. Tell me he doesn't look like John Lennon. He kind of looks a little bit like Yoko Ono, honestly. Look at how Asian his eyes look right now. It's kind of creepy, honestly.
We're gonna play the whole thing again, but just...
Or would you pay Jesse P.S.
Of PodAwful.
He kind of looks like the fucking Wicked Witch of the West. He really does. He looks like the fucking witch in The Wizard of Oz. Let's rewind that for a sec.
Jesse P.S.
Of PodAwful.
That was when he was still, you know, not in diapers. He was still...
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Man enough to even mention me. Now, they're in the new studio. I don't even get brought up. When Jules accidentally brings me up, he
Yeah, you know what? I don't even get brought up either, Jesse. You know what? I think Red Bar's afraid of me.
looks at her like, what are you doing? No. There's actually been clips. People have sent me clips of him saying, like, stop it. We don't want more diaper deliveries. They had to have my episode taken off of YouTube. Mike forced Sven Stuffles to have my episode about him wearing diapers taken off of YouTube. By the way, an episode that Aaron watched and said was great. I don't have...
Oh, shit. He did? Oh, damn. I don't know how he's ever going to recover from that.
I have the clip now, but I saw him talk about it. He said it was funny and brutal.
James Banks. Adam, I had the same Opie reference in my head. Yeah, I know, right? Anytime somebody tries to, like, oh, I've been in the radio, and that's another thing I will say about Steel Toe, that I think a lot of these ex-radio guys have this kind of, like, they have a little bit of this air of superiority. I was on the radio, and I'm a radio guy with a broadcasting background, and you guys weren't on the radio. I do a radio show. And it's like, dude, you are not on the radio anymore.